In this class, we'll learn about Socrates and the Pre-Socratics. Socrates is considered the first philosopher, meaning Western philosopher, so much so that the thinkers before him were called the Pre-Socratics. Before introducing Socrates, let's first learn about the Pre-Socratics. Before philosophy, religious mythology set the conceptual stage for philosophical speculation. Gods brought about natural disasters, told humans what to do, and determined the afterlife. Examples of this are Homer, the Odyssey, and Hesiod, the Theogony. The pre-Socratic philosophers started to think differently. They started asking questions about the ultimate nature of reality and of the material world. Examples of these questions are the one and the many. Can one thing be the source of many things? Change and constancy, how things remain constant as they change over time, and relativism. So they asked, are certain principles universal or true just for a certain person, or are they true for everyone? But they were mostly interested in the ultimate nature of the material world. Thales was the first pre-Socratic. He was born in 1625 BCE. For him, the ultimate element that everything else was made of was water. It was the basic element that everything else was made of. He was known for predicting an eclipse of the sun. He was criticized for being poor, but he predicted a good crop, and so he rented all the olive presses in the area and then rented them again when the good crop came, and he made a lot of money. And then he said, well, philosophers could make money too if they wanted, but that's just not what they're interested in. Another interesting pre-Socratic is Heraclitus, who was born in 540. For him, the ultimate element was fire. He thought that the essence of the world is everything changes all the time. He was known for saying, you can't step in the same river twice. He was considered very erratic and very eccentric. One of the most famous pre-Socratics is Pythagoras. Pythagoras held that mathematical relations underlie all reality. He founded a school called the Pythagorean School, and it was a remarkable institution. Sometimes it's even considered more of a cult. The Pythagorean School had women students, which was very unusual at the time and surprising. For the Pythagorean school, everything was considered to be related to mathematics and could be predicted and measured in rhythmic patterns. Pythagoras is better known for the Pythagorean theorem, which I'm sure you have studied. In a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to the sum of the square of the other sides. There were some women philosophers in Greece. Unfortunately, most of women's writings were lost. Examples of women's philosophers in Greece were Diotima, Aesara, Aristoclea, Theano, Sosipatra, Portia, Hypatia, and Peritione. Diotima is said to have taught Socrates. Another important element of the Greek intellectual scene were the sophists. The sophists were traveling freelance teachers. They taught the art of arguing for a fee. They had a naturalistic worldview. They did not believe in the myths. The word sophist, however, became a term of contempt for someone who reasons subtly but deceitfully. And finally, we'll get to our main man, Socrates.